I'm back here with a look at Myro. This is on the daily. That red line is the 50-day moving average. All right, coming right up underneath this thing, close to that 702. All right, if I, if I was a bet man, well, I am, of course, but I would think that this thing is going to come down to this 702, close to it. This 50-day moving average is probably going to act as support. Where's this thing going to come in at, I don't know if it continues up at that angle like that. I could see Myro coming. It's going to have a hell of a bounce once it gets down here. Sure looks like it. I got people out there in the comments that say it's a scam and stuff like that. I don't know about all that. I really don't. I just do the chart. That's it. I don't promote anything. Nobody's paying me to do any videos. Geez, I'm small. I only have 3,400 subscribers. I'm not a big YouTuber. Okay, and I wouldn't do that anyway. That's just wrong. Okay, not in that level of humanity. I wouldn't do that to somebody. That's messed up. All right, so let's take a look at a couple things here. Okay, let's look at this move here on here and see if we have any big ABC coming in on this thing anywhere. You had a 702 hit right there. Okay, but if you pull this down, it ended up going deeper than that. All right, normally that that would be an ABC, and you would that would be a bottom. Okay, but this thing ended up pulling down. Let's look on the 12-hour. That would have been a perfect A, B, C, but it went deeper than that. All right, now it is getting a bounce down here off this 618, but it's pulling back down to it. Okay, now obviously you can see the 50s in a different area here on a 12-hour. Okay, and then on that daily, that's the one that we're concerned about. Okay, so let's take that off there for now. Whoops, I put them all on there. All right, let's see here. I want that off. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at a few things here. All right, we got this daily just about reset. It's at a 0.6 and a 1.01. Could this hold here? It could. Yeah, you can see a let's look at some support areas here. All right, let's just basic. Not a lot of, there is support here. All right, you have it was resistance over here. You have a support through here. But boy, oh boy, some other areas look a lot better, like right down here. This looks like that looks like a pretty good support area. Look at all this through here. Resistance, 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 and it became support right there. That looks pretty good to me. Okay, is it going to pull that deep? I don't know. We'll have to. We'll take a look at some RSIs here and take a look. But it is bouncing off this area right here, right now. But if it loses, 0.098, if it loses that, it's coming down here. That's the next valid support area. I mean, right about 8 cents. And let's take a look at the RSIs. That daily looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, the 12-hour, yeah, 15 and a 9 right at the bottom. All right, now the bottom RSI is pointing down there. The 8-hour. Once again, the 8-hour is rolling over down here in the bottom. It's bullish. It's a 44 and a 33, but it's not looking real strong. 4-hour, your 4-hour is rolling over right now. Okay, so you had this brief push up. All right, it ran into resistance right there. Okay, and now it's coming back over. My personal opinion, which take it as you will, I think it's coming down here to 8 cents. I really do, and that's going to shake out more people. And then I think it's going to really have a hell of a bounce. The 3-day is just almost it's coming down to the bottom here. Give me 1 second for it to load up. I apologize. We'll get it here. Wi-Fi is a little weak today for some reason. You can see the 3-day still pulling down. Now it's leveling out down here on the bottom. But you know, this 8 cents just looks a lot better. Yeah, a lot better. The support area on the 3 day, on the daily, it looks beautiful. Look at all this. You know, resistance, 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 support. You know, it just looks like a lot better area to me. Might catch a lot of people off guard here. It could bounce right here. You know, I'm not saying it can't. I'm not saying that at all. But this area down here looks a lot better. You know, that would shake out more people. You've had a lot of volume come in here on the day. 35.7 million today. 35.7 million. Now, that's the first green candle we've had. 1, 2, 3. We had 3 red ones there in a row, and that's the biggest volume we've had since back here. You know, January Friday, January 19th. You know, so maybe, you know, could be a bottom right there. It's right around that 618, That's where you know, I like to see bottoms come in. Yeah, and all the RSIs are just about there. They really are. You know, that daily right at the bottom, 12 hours at the bottom, 8 hour is right down there. You know, this thing could straighten up, and there's no, I don't see, there's no bullish divergence down here anywhere. The 4 hour. Let's get that back up here one more time. You know, you do have a higher low coming in here on this thing, but that 4 hours rolling over, and it, boy, it is getting very oversold. All right, I mean, if you pull this up here, look at this thing. Any break of this resistance, I would imagine, you know, run this down through here. You know, any break of that resistance, I would say this thing's on its way up. Look how deep it dipped down here to a 26. I mean, I don't know if it's ever been that low. You know, you go back through there on the 4 hour. I don't think it has. You know, the 8 hour. It's getting extremely oversold. Look at this. Look how low that. It's never been that low before. You know, your 12 hour. Same story. You know, very, very oversold. Your daily. Daily's way down here. Boy, almost did like a double bottom there on the RSI on the daily. Look at that. Right back down to the same area as over here. That big, massive run. You know, so keep your eye on this, guys. But this daily, in a couple hours, this daily is going to be reset. All right, so it could very well hold here and take off. All right, keep your eye on that. Keep your eye on 0.098. Okay, if it loses that, then it loses this support area, and it's coming down here to 8 cents. But this thing is really going to go when it finally does take off. I mean, you got all these RSIs on the bottom. And you're starting to have some volume come in here. You have a nice day. Well, this daily candle, you can see, you know, it's, you know, sellers came in after and just pushed this right down. But if it closes green, that would be a good sign of a bottom here. I mean, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles in a row here. So looking for, you know, like to see a nice push up in this. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry I don't got more for you here. Just watching to see if this holds. You know, if it holds, if we can get a bounce out of here, if it can take out this close right here up at what is that, 13.96. If it can take out that close, I would call that a bottom and say this thing is on its way up. You know, that would take out that daily close there, take out a major resistance area through here, and that thing, then I would call it a bottom. All right, but bottom is in sight. Let's put it that way. And it's been a ride down here. How much is this thing down? You know, I'm holding right with you guys. You know, it's down 61%. All right, so when we do get it, you know, it might be another penny, 2 pennies down here, but it's going to shake out a lot more people if it does come down here to 8 cents, and then it's going to rip. Then it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. A lot of people jumping back in, buying after it's 30% more up. You know, and this could end up doing a big A, B, C. That's more than likely. That's probably what's going to happen. A, B, C. All right, I would keep your eye on that but we got a bounce in sight for sure. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.